Hi everybody. I'm logging on here a minute early just to kind of give time for everybody. I'm going to also release a poll question to show if you're doing the class. If you're watching this on YouTube or anything though, you can ignore that part. Let's see. Perfect. All right, so as you guys are logging on, whether you're just going to view the video or anything, if you will just pick, hopefully I'm pointing to it, but you should have a question that says, are you participating in mobility? You can put that you're doing the live class, you're just watching, maybe you're just popping on for a second, or you can do it later today or this week. Kind of gives us help with our attendance. It's hard to see sometimes, especially with new Facebook Live. It's hard to see how many of you guys are actually viewing the video. So any comment or if you like the post, that kind of helps us know how many people are doing the classes, which we really appreciate. Let's see. Perfect. All right, guys. So today is mobility class. I haven't done mobility live in a little bit. My name is Kayla. This is going to be a nice, fairly gentle mobility class. We're going to be holding some stretches for up to about 2 minutes. So really want you to just turn off your mind for this. If you're doing the walk with us at 12:15, this is a great way to kind of feel refreshed before you go outside. Please bear in mind as we're doing a mobility class, my mobility is going to be different than your mobility. So if I'm holding something and maybe I'm making it look easy and it's difficult for you, please modify, or you can always cut back the time. I can't see you, so it's really okay for you guys to adjust. You want to think on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, you shouldn't be up at a 10 on the discomfort level in these stretches, okay? We're going for something more mild today, a 6, maybe 7 max, but really I just want you to start to work on some key areas, like we're going to be working on our hips, a little bit on our back, and glutes and everything like that. So again, just find what works for you. Bare minimal equipment, you need a strap and a band, whatever works for you, even if you have a belt. And then I have pillows next to me because I can't hold certain stretches without a little bit of height, as well as you need one stable surface. So a couch, I've got my little portable coffee table I will be using, okay? So about time now, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm not really going to do much of a warm-up because a lot of the movements today we're going to be doing are part of the warm-up. And again, I apologize, guys. My sound is probably not super great. I don't know what's going on with my laptop. I was trying to figure it out. So just bear in mind it's going to be a little bit echoey, okay? So let's go ahead and start off. I want you guys seated on the floor. Again, I've got a strap near me, pillow near me, and then again a stable surface. So we're going to start on relaxing. I know Lori's going to do some meditation later. Today is just a nice refresh day, but we're going to work on some neck mobility and some shoulder mobility now. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. You're going to have palms down or palms up on those knees. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to just take a deep breath. In through your nose if you can, and out through your mouth. Let's do it again. Last one here. Now I want you to check your posture here. Do you feel like you're slouching? Does your low back hurt? I want you to try to sit up nice and tall, pull those shoulders back and away from your ears. And we're going to do 10 backward shoulder circles. So I want you, they can be nice and small, but I want you to really exaggerate that circle. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. And I'm sure you guessed it once you've done 10 back. We're going to take 10 forward here. Good. Now with me, I want you to take your left hand down on the floor. We're going to take our right hand. We're going to reach over to our side. And then you're going to switch. You look up toward that hand. We're going to go back and forth here. Go at your own pace. Keep breathing. One more on each side. Good. Let's bring it back to center here. We're going to take our left hand outside of our right knee. Right hand's going behind us. We're going to do a gentle twist. And over to the other side. And again, we're going a little slower on this one. Other side. One more time. Still sitting up nice and tall here. And switch. Good. Let's bring it back to center. We're going to work on our neck next. So if you have really tight traps or neck or anything like that, again, please know your limits here. Don't want to feel any white hot pain. We want this to be nice and relaxing. So let's start off with some gentle head rolls. I'm just going to have you roll your head from shoulder to shoulder. Nice and easy. Loosening it up. One more. And let's bring it back to center. Let's take that right ear down toward our right shoulder. We're going to add just a little bit of pressure here. And let's look past our right shoulder down to the floor. Good. Back to center. Left ear down toward left shoulder. Again, adding that hand if you want a little bit of added discomfort here. A little bit more of a stretch. If you really want to pull that shoulder down toward the floor here. And look past that left shoulder. Good. Bring it back to center. Let's take those palms together, interlace those fingers. We're going to push those palms forward. And now we're going to reach up to the ceiling nice and tall. And relax. All right, guys, we're going to kind of move on here. That was our nice little opening warm-up here. So we're going to start off with, I think some of you guys enjoyed this a lot. Make sure if you haven't grabbed it yet, grab a yoga strap or again, a belt or anything like that. We're going to do a 3-way leg stretch. So you want to make sure you've got room for your leg to be straight out and for it to fall side to side. So make sure you've got plenty of space here. I'm going to kind of adjust myself down a little bit. All right. So before we get started on this one, in case you were like me, I'm incredibly sore this week. My hamstrings are probably more tight than they should be, and maybe yours are as well. So we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up with our hamstrings before going straight into the stretch. So this is great. If you have that pillow near you or a yoga block, feel free to put it underneath your head here. We're going to gently lie back. Hope you guys can hear me okay. If not, follow along with my direction here. We're going to take that strap or yoga band, whatever you have, around that leg, and I want you to bring both legs flat on the floor. So to start, let me explain what we're going to be doing. We're going to do 5 leg lifts. So when that leg lift happens, don't start it just yet. We're going to flex those toes toward your body. Leg is nice and straight. We're going to pause for about 2 seconds. We'll bring it back down. So we're going to do 5 leg lifts. And on that 5th leg lift, we're going to hold up for 30 seconds. So we're going to hold here. When you hold, I want you to keep that left leg pressed into the floor. This leg should feel that nice stretch. We're going to hold for 30 seconds, and then we're going to let our leg fall to our left side, and then finally out to our right side. So 3 parts. It's going to take a while. Know your limits here again. And let's go ahead and get ready with our lifts in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're going up for our first leg lift. Remember, flex those toes. We're pausing for 2 seconds. And we're bringing it right back down. That's 1. Bring it back up. That's 2. And this might feel really tight. That's okay. We're going to work on it. That's 3. We've got one more leg lift, and then we're going to be doing that hold. Bring it up. That's 4. All right, get ready here. Last one, bring it up, and we're holding 30 seconds. Breathe it out. Nice deep breath. Stay calm. Keep that knee pushed forward so you feel that nice stretch. And keep your shoulders relaxed into the floor. No arching, okay? And we're going to open up our right arm to our side, gently letting our left leg or our right leg fall to the left side just a little bit until you feel that stretch in your glute and your hip. We don't want our back twisting a bunch here, so you shouldn't flop over. You should only feel that in that leg right now. If it's too much, hold it up a little bit higher or rest it on a pillow. And gently bring it back to center. Now we're opening up our left arm and we're letting our right leg fall to the right side, still keeping those toes flexed toward our body. Feeling that stretch now on our inner thigh. And we're going to slowly bring it back to center here. Use your core. Let's hold it here for 30 more seconds. Just going right back to the top. Really, again, flex those feet. A little bonus stretch here. 10 more seconds, then we're going to take a little break. 3, 2, and 1. Gently walk that strap down. Let that leg sit back on the floor. If you need to roll out those wrists, or you can take a nice little stretch reaching behind you. Whew. All right. So that was our right side. It's time to switch over to our left side. So you might note a little difference. Pay attention to how one side felt versus the other. All right, get that around here. So the same thing, we're going to warm up with 5 lifts, and then we'll start our 30-second holds. So when you guys are ready, in 3, 2, and 1, let's go ahead and bring it up. This leg is a lot tighter than the other leg. Good. That's 1. Back up. That's 2. Up. That's 3. Up. That's 4. All right, you guys know it's time. Let's bring it up. Flex those toes. This is the 5th rep. We're holding for 30 seconds here, getting a nice grip, relaxing those shoulders in the floor and that right leg, and focusing on our breathing. We're going to open up that left arm, letting our leg fall to our right side. Again, just a little bit to feel that stretch in our glute. And now we're going to use that core, bring it back to center. Right arm is opening, left leg is falling to our left side. Still keeping that toe flexed here. Feel that stretch on your inner thigh. We have 5 seconds, then we're going to do that bonus stretch right up top in 3, 2, and 1. Use that core, bring it back to center here. Let's go ahead and hold for our final 30 seconds. Still keeping those shoulders pressed down. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring it down to the floor. You can come out of that band. Let's go ahead and take those feet together. We're going to let those knees fall out into a butterfly position. Take those hands, interlace those fingers, and let's reach and stretch behind us. All right. When you're ready, we're going to gently roll it up. Come up however you feel comfortable. Now this next one, I saved for after that. This one is probably going to be a little bit more uncomfortable for most. If you have a couch near you, I highly recommend using a couch because it's just going to be nice and cushiony. It's about the right height. And again, just make sure you have a pillow or a folded up mat, a towel, something near you for your knee. I'm going to be showing it using my coffee table just because I want you guys to be able to see me and I don't want to turn the laptop just yet. So I'm going to take out my coffee table. All right. So we're going to be doing a couch stretch. So again, couch is more recommended here. I've got a pillow. I'm probably going to actually grab another pillow here. Put that on my coffee table. So we are going to be doing a nice hip flexor and quad stretch, okay? This is one we're going to be holding for 2 minutes, so it can be a little bit uncomfortable. So if you aren't comfortable with it, either reduce that time, don't put as much pressure to it, or you can go to a lower surface, okay? So how this is going to work, I'm going to start off with stretching my right quad. So I'm going to have the pillow under my left leg. I'm going to start with my hands on the floor. I'm going to get the back of my foot up on top of that couch or coffee table. My left knee is directly underneath that foot or as close to the coffee table as I can get it. From here, I'm going to walk myself up into my lunge position, and I'm going to sit up nice and tall. So from here, I'm pushing this pelvis forward. I'm feeling a nice stretch down that hip flexor and quad. If you want to, you can even come down to the floor and kind of push that pelvis down a little bit more. Again, if you have pillows, this is a good place to stack it. So let's go ahead and begin here. We're going to try to hold this for 2 minutes. If you're not feeling it, and again, act like someone's got a string pulling that pelvis forward. You should feel it down that leg. Whew, focus on happy thoughts, breathing here, guys. Again, if you get too tired, you can bring it down to the floor. We have 1 minute left. Again, if this is too much for you, you can always come out of it and come back into it. Twenty more seconds. And slowly begin to relax. You can gently take that left leg off of that coffee table. It's kind of nice to take a little break from that. All right, we're going to be switching. So you're going to have your right leg out into that lunge. Or I switch that. Left leg out into the lunge. Right leg is up top because we're stretching out that right flexor here, okay? So again, you know, this is going to be difficult. I was even sweating during this stretch. So again, get comfortable. Let's go ahead and start to set up the stretch. All right, we're going to begin in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go right into it. The only problem with the coffee table is it scoots back a little bit. We have 1 minute left, so if you want to bring it down to the floor, you can. Again, focus on breathing, guys. Try not to hold any tension in your neck. Seconds left. And go ahead and begin to slowly let yourself out of that stretch, bringing that foot down. If you have that couch or coffee table still near you, you want to get a nice little back stretch. Take those palms facing in, shoulder width apart, sit back in those heels. Stretch out your lats by pushing your chest down toward the floor. And relax. All right, I'm going to scoot this coffee table out of my way. All right, guys. You can keep those pillows near you. You might need them for our very last stretch today. We're going to be doing a pigeon stretch. So again, another kind of hip-focused stretch here and mobility exercise. Know your limits here again. Stack those pillows up if you need a little bit of more comfort. We're going to be holding these. Let's start at 1.5 minutes, see how it kind of feels, and then we might go to 2 minutes as well on that. So I already know that I'm going to want a pillow, so I'm going to keep mine out here. Let's go ahead and start in a nice cobra position. So let's bring it down to the floor. On our stomachs, let's slowly bring it up for Cobra. And when you're ready, we're going to push ourselves to Downward Dog. And then I'm going to start with my right leg. I'm going to lift my right leg up toward the ceiling, and then I'm going to bring it underneath that chest. I'm slowly going to settle myself down onto the floor. If you need to be up higher, this is fine. If you can, stack some pillows. See if you can get your back into a nice relaxed state. When you feel comfortable, when you feel a little bit of a stretch in your glute and your hip, let's go ahead and hold it here. And let's try for 1.5 minutes to start. "15 seconds left. Slowly bring that leg out from underneath you. You can start back in that Cobra position if you feel comfortable. You can take a little break for a second. And when you're ready, we're going to get pushed up. Take it back. And let's go ahead and lift that left leg up. And underneath our chest. Maybe you guys are benefiting here. I'm really tight, so I chose 1.5 minutes on this. We're going to go ahead and do another 1.5 minutes on the other side. Get comfortable. Again, if you find you need another pillow, grab it. "15 seconds left. And slowly bring it out of that position. Let's come back to how we started class. Sitting up nice and tall. All right. You might not notice the difference until you kind of stand up and start walking. Hopefully this is going to help you feel a little bit looser in your hamstrings, your hips. It takes a lot of work to continue to work on through some of those exercises repetitively throughout the weeks to feel better and better. But you made a positive step by doing it with me today. I hope you guys will join us us for a virtual walk after this at 12:15. It's a Zoom meeting that we do. It's in our announcements pinned to the top of the Facebook page. We do this Mondays and Wednesdays. If you'll just drop a comment, whether you do this, if you're watching this on YouTube later or on Facebook later, still let us know that you did it. You still count as attendance. But I enjoy it so much that you guys joined me today. Again, my name is Kayla. This was Mobility Class, and I will see you guys later for the virtual walk. Have a good day.